Hi all and welcome back. So in today's tutorial we will be looking on one more use case, and this particular use case has troubled me also a lot. Okay, and I hope you if you are working on portal side, it has bothered you also a lot. Okay, so today we'll be looking on to getXMLWait alternative for service portal. So you must be knowing, first of all, let's get, if you are not familiar to getXML, so getXMLWait, for those of you that are not familiar with glide Ajax, getXMLWait is a synchronous glide Ajax call, meaning your script cannot continue without glide Ajax response. Okay, this stops the session until the response is received from the server side. But from, I think, from Jakarta or from London, okay, they have blocked the getXMLWait for service portal, which is creating a lot of issues for all the developers. Okay, so let's take a look into the scenario. Okay, if we look at a scripting example, let's say we want to do some check on submit of client's catalog item. Okay, in our case we want to validate the user is a part of a company. We will take some default company, and if a user is not part of that company for that particular catalog item, we want to abort the catalog item request and show an error message that you are not a part of this company, so you can't process this request out. Okay, so to do this, we can use the script include to handle the server side lookup and an onSubmit catalog client script that prevents the submission. Okay, we do not want to continue submission until we get a response from server, because from server we are validating these things out, right? Stating it is all right. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so let's go to the maintain item. Let's try to find some maintain item on which we can work upon. So I will go to the maintain item. This is where all the catalog items are stored, right? So let's have a video conferencing one. Okay, so our use case will be like when a user do try it, okay, for this particular catalog item. Okay, so for video conferencing room, okay, setup inter office or external. So we have to see if he is a part of certain company, or let's take Acme North America. If he's a part of Acme North America, then only he should be able to order it out. Okay, else he should not be able to do that. So how we can do that? So I will go to configure item now. There are no variables and we don't need variables also. Okay, so first of all, for this we will create a script include. Okay, so let's create a script include. For all the people who are not familiar to glide Ajax also, I have already created one tutorial on the same. You can go and check on for it. Okay, I have just given the link in the I button at the top. Okay, it will come in some time. So what we'll do, we will create a new script include. Okay, and we will give it a name as cat, or I will give validate. Okay, I will give it a name as validate. We will make it client callable. Okay, let's make it client callable, accessible from all scope. Okay, let's fine. So this is the structure for our script include. Let's add a server side code. Okay, so we will give a validation like check company. Let's give it a check. It's not check, it's check company. Okay, and I will create a function for the same. So function will not accept the attributes because it's a glide Ajax, so you know how we fetch the attributes, okay, from the client side. So what I will do, first of all, I will have the what we want to check the user, right? So we have to pull the user value, which particular user has logged in from the catalog ID, from the client side. Okay, so we will get that user first. So we will pass it in attribute. Let's call it as sysparam user. So I will give variable user equal to this dot get parameter. Okay, and what will be that parameter? We'll give it like sysparam underscore user. Okay, so this is what I got. Okay, as we got a user ID. Now what I will do, I will define a very answer which will be returning back. Okay, so we'll give answer and I will set it by default to false. Okay, if that particular user is a part of that company, then we'll mark it as true. Okay, that's my plan. Okay, now what we'll do, we will glide record the sysuser table. Okay, so we'll do variable gr equal to new glide record. Okay, and which table we will be using? We will be gliding the sysuser table because we have to check the user company, right, if he is a part of that particular company or not. Then we will do gr dot add gr dot add query. Okay, and in query I will give the user details. Okay, so I want sysID, means we are checking for that logged in user, right? So sysID should be equal to user, okay, which we have stored at the top. And the second will be like gr dot add query, and the second query will be I want to check the company. Okay, so I will do company. I will not go with the company sysID, so I will go with the company dot name. Okay, company dot name, and I will give the company name. So let's try to get. So what we are trying to do, we are going to this particular table sysuser dot list. Okay, and now we are trying to get the company. Let's try to get the company also on the list view. Company. Let's take any company. So yeah, let's take Acme North America. Okay. So we want to see if he's a part of this company, then only he should be able to submit the request. So we will get company name equal to Acme North America. Perfect. Now what we are doing, we are simply querying it out. So I will do gr dot query. Okay, and if in case he is a part of that company, gr dot next. Okay, if is a part of that company, then what we have to do, we have to simply return answer as true. So I will do answer equal to true. Okay, and then we'll return this answer. So this is pretty basic logic. Okay, I'm not overcomplicating the things. Okay, I'm just trying to explain you what is where the flaw starts. Okay, so yeah, we have written the false. Okay, I will just look into an indentation. Okay, perfect. Now we got a scripting class. Now what we will do, we will go to the catalog item and we will create a catalog client script, okay, which will call the particular script include to validate the user. So I will give it a name. I will give it like on submit check, because we will be creating as on submit catalog client script. I will I will make it. I want to make it work on our portal as well as on desktop, right, on a native view. So I made it all. And then what type of client script we want on submit one. Okay, because if the user is not part of that company, we don't want him to submit, right? So let's write the code now. So on submit one, and how we will write it, so we will first do variable user equal to you must be knowing g underscore user class. Okay, if you are not aware, so we have a class called g underscore user which gives the session value for the particular user. So we can get the first name, client data, rows, and all the things. So we want user ID, so we'll take the user ID only. Okay, now we will do the glide ajax. So I will go with variable ga equal to new glide ajax. Okay, and glide ajax, first of all we will give the script include name, so which is validate. So I will go and give validate. Then the second attribute is like ga dot add param. And what are the add param? So we want to give first sysparam name. So in sysparam name we have to pass the company ID. Okay, so what is the the function ID which we want to call. So we want to call a function called check company. Okay, then what we want to pass? Okay, then we will pass the user, which we current session user. Okay, So we will, in the similar way, we'll pass. I will just copy paste it out. And now we will give what was the name given to that variable, system user. So we'll take this user attribute, we will put it over here, attribute, and we'll pass it with the user. Okay, because this is the value which we got from the session. Okay, after that, okay, once this is it, now we will use GA dot getXMLWait. Okay, it's not showing over here because it's not unsupported, but we know that it's getXMLWait. This we generally use to have a synchronous call, right? So we'll use getXMLWait, and after that we have a callback function. So we will have variable answer equal to, oh, I made a mistake over here. Variable answer equal to ga dot get answer. Okay, and after that, what we want to do, if answer is equal to false, then what we want to do, if is not part of the company, then we want to throw an error message and abort the action. So we'll do g underscore form dot add error message, and we will like, hey bro, you are not part of the required company. Okay, and we will abort the action. So we will simply return false. So let's see if it works. Okay, ideally it should work. So I will do the indentation, save, and now if we go to this catalog item, this video conferencing one, okay, and let's see if it works. So on the catalog item we have a button called try it. So we'll go to this try it, and this is the catalog item. Okay, now I'm trying with admin thing. Okay, if I try to order now, it's giving, hey bro, you are not a part of required company. So I am not a part of Acme North America, that's why it's not allowing me to proceed. Okay, if I go to the user account and if I go to my user profile, admin, okay, what happened? Okay, admin is not part of this company. So if I go to admin, the company is empty for me. Now I will give the Acme North America. So I will give CM Acme North America. Now let's see what happens. Okay, now what we'll do, we will go to this particular catalog item again, we will refresh it out, and now it should allow me to proceed. Okay, if I do order Y, which company we have given, Acme North America, right? Validate which company we gave, Acme North America. Perfect. This is a company, right? Am I messing something out? Okay. So here in the script include, we made a mistake. We directly written false. That's why it's written false. So we have to return answer, right? Okay. We will save, and now we will try. Now if I refresh it out, okay, and I'm part of Acme user group now, and if I try to order now, so it returns true. Okay, and now I'm able to submit the request. Okay, I'm able to submit this request. So now it's working fine. Okay, now the entire thing is working fine. I'll just remove this alert. Okay, Now if we try the same catalog item from the service portal, let's see what happens. So what we'll do, we'll go to this catalog item. Where is that catalog item? And let's try to open this particular catalog item from the service portal. So let's open this service portal thing. So on a native view it works fine. Now let's try if it works from the service portal also. So I'll try to search this particular catalog item, which is called as video conferencing. And if I go to this video conferencing one, okay, and if I do a search, I will get a video conferencing catalog item, okay. And if I open this out, okay, and now if I try to do order now, so it gives me an error, okay. It's giving me an error that JavaScript something, okay, JavaScript error in a browser console. So let's check what kind of browser error we are getting on a console. So if we go on inspect and if we go on console, okay, I will shift it to the bottom and move it to the bottom, okay, so that it will be pretty easy to understand. And if we see the console logs, so it's showing getXMLWait is no longer required. So we don't have any synchronous method now, okay. If we go with getXML, then the code will proceed and it will submit the request without doing the validation, right? Now this is the issue which a lot of people are facing on the service portal side. Now how to resolve this issue out? Okay, so there is no alternative from ServiceNow side for this getXMLWait, but you can remediate this thing, okay, with some fix. So the fix, what we can do is like you can go to the client script, okay, and let's try to understand what's happening over here. So what's happening over here, now we will not have this getXML, so we have to first replace this with getXML, means we have to replace it with async code. So we have to go with getXML_answer, which is synchronous method, okay. Now if we go with the synchronous method, the problem is like it will come to this particular state, it will call the server side code and it will proceed with the further execution. It will not wait for the server side call to happen and to get the result for the same, right? So what we can do in this state, we can remove these things out, okay, and we can simply return false in the start, okay. So let's abort the action in the start, and then we will define a callback function. In that we will be calling we will getting the response from the server side. So what I will do, I will give function, will give set answer SWR, okay, and here we will pass that attribute called answer. So here it will be like we are converting a async call into a synchronous call, you can say. And now we can check if I will get the same method, okay, if answer equal to false, okay, if answer is if the user is not part of that company, we'll give the message only a user from Acme North America user are allowed, will return false. And after that we will give variable action name equal to g_form dot get action name, okay. So we are getting the action name from the service catalog, okay. Now we will be doing g_scratchpad dot is form valid, okay, equal to true, then only we will go with the submit action. So I will go with g underscore form dot submit. Okay, now this is a workaround, okay, which a lot of people are searching. Let's see if it works. So if I save this out, and now if I go to the service portal, where's that service portal thing? Yeah, here. Now let's see if it gives the error. Now we are back on the catalog item. Okay, and if I try to do the order now, it's still giving me error. Why it's giving me error? Let's check again. Console. Okay, unhandle exception in Glide Ajax. Okay, let's see. User ID, this user. Oh, we have to pass the callback function, right? Over here. So what we'll be doing, we will not call this function over here, and we will pass it over as this function, as a callback function. Okay, so let's make getXML answer callback to this particular function. Save. Refresh. Okay, and now if I try to submit, it will allow me to submit. Okay, and now and afterward we will see with the negative scenario also if it's allowing to submit or not. It's taking a lot of time. Any console errors? Okay. Now we have submitted it out. Okay, and now you can see it going without any issues. Okay, and it's checking out, and yeah, we are able to submit the order. So this is an alternative for getXMLWait. Okay, hope you find it useful, and please like, follow, subscribe, okay, to my channel if you want to see such kind of use case in the coming future also. Till then, stay happy, stay safe, and have a nice day. Thank you.